Tom, how are you doing today, sir?
Good. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Before we even get started, thank you so much for dedicating your life to our nation and protecting this entire set of people.
Hey, I highly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do it every day, and I would continue to do it.
Man, see, I love hearing those stories because I'm blessed with the opportunity to talk with many men and women who have served this nation. And to hear that dedication and loyalty, I just got to figure out how we can plant it in the people that make up the nation.
Yeah. It's tough, and it's something that I think America's been trying to deal with for years and years and ages. And especially, me being a cop, that's the hardest thing right now. Wow. The fact that, I can walk out in public and somebody doesn't like me for just what I'm wearing, but I can sing on television and they love me.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, kind of strange. But slowly, one song at a time, hopefully touching somebody's heart to say, okay, maybe they're not that bad.
Oh, my God. I could totally see you traveling the nation talking to men and women who need to hear exactly what you're saying, because a lot of them are coming home to write books, which I thoroughly love. You're now that open door to say, look, you can also write a song. It doesn't have to be a perfect song. Just share your song, and it will, because it builds a community from that point forward.
Oh, yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah. It's as easy as that, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah. The journey that you've been on, I would love to read your journaling if you did some, because to go from Germany to Afghanistan to back here in the States to what you're doing right now, I can't imagine the emotion and the power of the pen on that page for you, or even if you're just putting it in your smartphone, just to be so open. It's got to be unbelievable for you.
It is. And I will say, my writing has slowed down, obviously, because I've been gone. And I did write a song out in California, finished a song out in California, that I started in 2021. And a lot of it is, trust me, I have hundreds of songs that are in my voice memos that just are the starts, maybe the choruses. And then I kind of ended there, and maybe I go back to it a year later, 2 years later. Definitely a lot of experience, a lot of personal experiences, a lot of devastating experiences, and a lot of real good ones that have been able to kind of put my pen to paper and say, okay, this is what I got, and I got 3 verses for you, and this is how I'm going to fit it all on a piece of paper for you and kind of make my mark. It does help out a lot, but what I find helps out even more is to not think about that stuff, and think about the stuff that you would want in life. For instance, like I said, you'd want somebody to like cops. So let's write a song about that. Let's write a song, something opposite of what you're feeling, and that happens quite often too. Like I said, it sometimes just flows right out, and a lot of other times where I'm just sitting there writing half a song.
One of the things that listeners don't understand when they tap into your music on TikTok or iHeartRadio is the journey to get it to that point. Because like you said, a year and a half to write a song. Some people think, oh, well, most people write a song in 10 minutes. Well, that's not always so true, is it?
Not at all. And I have, oh, trust me, there's been times where I've been sitting in my patrol car and I'm like, wow, this would be a good song. And I spit it all out. I run back home after work and I grab my guitar, and it's great. I wrote the song Babe, and I wrote the song Country to Me Like That. That is, it's on Spotify and all that stuff. But like this last song, it's called One Night Stand, and you would think it sounds bad, but it's not a song like that. I had help from people in California. I had verses, I had a chorus. Some of my buddies, as a matter of fact, Bias helped me out. Lennon helped me out finishing the song. And it came out great, even though it was pretty much done. I mean, there were just little tweaks here and there. And we're talking, like I said, I wrote that in 2021. And it's finally finished.
Wow. I could totally see the three of you collaborating, because to me, that's the one thing that's missing from NBC's The Voice, is that we're not seeing a One Direction or even a Wilson Phillips, a trio of sorts that really brings the music forward, like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I mean, I want that trio. I want that storytelling.
And I 1000%, and I have a little snippet of me, Lennon, and Bias singing it. Bias took the lead on it, and I will be posting that in the next couple days, just to kind of show that, hey, listen, we're it's not just us all competing against each other, because we're not. We became great friends. Like that was the biggest thing that I took from being on The Voice and being out in California and doing my thing. There was no competitive aspect of it all. It was, we all freaking loved each other. Yeah. And Jackie and I, for instance, we were great friends. I talk to her every day. She's helped me through hard times that I'm going through right now. And you just make this bond and this camaraderie with these people out there that are doing the same thing you're doing. But nonetheless, I will post, like I said, me, Lennon, and Bias doing it, and the three-piece harmonies are absolutely insane, and the song is great. So, wow, one of these next couple of days, I'll post that.
You and I are living music history right now in the way that for the first time in 50 years, the Beatles have returned to Billboard's charts with a song that was helped by AI technology. It blows me away as to where it's doing or what it's doing with music. But at the same time, I have this huge fear for people like yourself of AI taking over what should be yours.
Oh yeah, it's very tough. It's very tough, and it's very tough to compete. It's not even that too. It's tough to compete against everybody in the world who have the TikToks, who have the the Instagram, but mainly TikTok. I will say that just people blow up, and they sound a lot better than what they what they actually sound like, mm-hmm. which kind of stinks, because like I said, you go on The Voice and that's what you got. Like you got what you got, and that's pure talent up there. And not just me, literally every single person that I met out there doing the same thing I was doing. It's pure talent.
How are you protecting that voice, Tom? Because I had a friend that went to The Voice and he blew it because he was outside singing the night before, and when it came time to do the blind auditions, he blew it. And it was like, man, that was his one opportunity.
It's tough. I will say being out there is very tough because, like I said, you have this camaraderie with all these people, and we all, at nighttime, we all sit there and we jam out, and we sing hard. And I noticed my voice going too in the very beginning, because you're singing your butt off. Yep. And then we all kind of reeled back, because what happened was one person was trying to sing louder than the other, and the next person was trying to sing louder than the last two people that were singing. And then that's how you ultimately blow your vocals out. Mm-hmm. And that was a question that we asked Reba, and she told us, like, hey, listen, eat grapes, sing every day, don't overdo it. But sing every day, eat grapes, eat watermelon, things like that. It is tough, and my voice my voice tends to go a lot easier than most, and I don't know why, but nonetheless, like I could play a 3-hour show and sing my butt off, and then the next day I'll wake up and my voice is shot. Yeah. So what I do the same thing every day, and I have my tea, I have my my vocal zone, like lozenges, and you just gotta drink water. That's it. You drink water. That was another thing that I learned out there was your vocal cords are the last to get any moisture, because your body needs it first. So that's right. Wow. Just keep drinking.
Yeah. Where can people go to find out more about you, Tom? Because I want people to know your story, and I want them to get into this and be ready for that song when you release it.
Awesome. Any social media platform aside from like Twitter, but I got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, any music platform as far as like Spotify goes, and I have a bunch of music out, like singles out, that people can get, and it's all under Tom Nitti Music. I try to make it simple. Tom Nitti Music.
Absolutely. Please come back to this show anytime in the future, Tom. The door is always going to be open for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the conversation.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay, sir?
Thank you. You too.